What if you could shape your life exactly how you want it? This is the power of self-development. Imagine being the master of your destiny, having the ability to mold your life in the exact way you envision it. This is not a fantasy, but a reality that can be achieved through self-development. Self-development is a journey of personal growth and improvement. It's a lifelong process of learning, unlearning, and relearning. It's about becoming better today than you were yesterday, and striving to be even better tomorrow. It's about discovering your potential, honing your skills, and pushing your limits. Why is self-development important? Well, it's the engine that drives personal and professional growth. By improving yourself, you enhance your capabilities, increase your confidence, and boost your performance in all areas of life. It's like upgrading your inner software. It not only makes you function better, but it also opens up new possibilities and opportunities. Think about it. Every successful person you admire, every high achiever you look up to, they all have one thing in common. They are committed to self-development. They constantly learn, adapt, and grow. They never settle for mediocrity, and neither should you. Now you might be thinking, that sounds great, but where do I start? Well, that's exactly what this video is about. We are going to break down self-development into clear, manageable steps. We're going to guide you through the process, from self-reflection to goal setting, from creating an action plan to continuous learning and adaptation. Each step is crucial, and we'll delve into each one in detail. Remember, self-development is not a sprint, it's a marathon. It requires effort, patience, and persistence. But the rewards are worth it. It's a journey that leads to a better, more fulfilling life. So are you ready to take the first step towards a better you? The first step towards self-development is self-reflection. Embarking on the journey of self-development, it's essential to take some time to look inwards. This introspective process, known as self-reflection, is the foundation upon which we build our personal growth. It's like trying to navigate a ship without a compass. You wouldn't know where you're going if you don't know where you are. So, what does self-reflection entail? Think of it as a personal audit, a check-in with yourself. It includes identifying your strengths and weaknesses, understanding your values, and recognizing your goals. It's a process of asking yourself the hard questions and being brutally honest with the answers. Let's start with strengths and weaknesses. These are unique to each person and directly influence how we interact with the world. Recognizing your strengths, those skills or qualities where you excel, can help you leverage them to your advantage. On the flip side, acknowledging your weaknesses isn't about self-deprecation, it's about understanding areas of improvement and not letting them hold you back. Next, we delve into values. These are the guiding principles that shape your decisions, behavior, and overall outlook on life. They could be anything from honesty and kindness to ambition and independence. Identifying your values helps align your actions with what truly matters to you. Now let's talk about goals. These are the milestones you want to achieve, the dreams you aspire to turn into reality. Whether it's a career goal, a personal goal, or a health goal, it's important to identify them clearly. They provide a direction for your self-development journey. So take a moment, grab a pen and paper, and start your self-reflection. Ask yourself, what are my strengths and weaknesses? What values do I hold dear? And what goals do I want to achieve? Write them down, reflect on them. This process might not be easy, but it's absolutely crucial. Because only when you truly understand yourself can you begin to change, to grow, to develop. With a clear understanding of who you are and what you want, you're ready to move on to the next step. After self-reflection, it's time to set clear, achievable goals. Imagine yourself as an archer. You've got your bow and your arrow, but without a target, where do you aim? Goals are like those targets. They give us a clear direction, a point to aim for. And just like an archer, we need to make sure our targets, our goals, are SMART. So what does SMART stand for? Specific. Your goals should be clear and well-defined. Vague or generalized goals are unhelpful because they don't provide sufficient direction. Think of it as setting your GPS. You need an exact destination, not just somewhere north. Measurable. It's important to have measurable goals so that you can track your progress and stay motivated. Assessing progress helps you to stay focused, meet your deadlines, and feel the excitement of getting closer to achieving your goal. Achievable. Your goal also needs to be realistic and attainable to be successful. In other words, it should stretch your abilities, but still remain possible. When you set an achievable goal, you may be able to identify previously overlooked opportunities or resources that can bring you closer to it. Relevant. This step is about ensuring that your goal matters to you, and that it also aligns with other relevant goals. We all need support and assistance in achieving our goals, but it's important to retain control over them. So make sure your plans drive everyone forward, but that you're still responsible for achieving your own goal. Time-bound. Your goals must have a deadline. Again, this means that you know when you can celebrate success. When you're working on a deadline, your sense of urgency increases, and achievement will come that much quicker. Now, it's important to remember that while setting goals is crucial, they shouldn't be set in stone. They are not meant to restrict flexibility in your plans. They are there to direct your focus and propel you forward. Life changes, and so will your goals. That's not only okay, it's expected. Remember, a goal without a plan is just a wish. So let's turn those wishes into attainable, fulfilling goals. Now that you have your goals, the next step is creating an action plan. Imagine your goal as a giant mountain that you aim to conquer. It's daunting, right? But don't worry. An action plan is like a step-by-step guide, a series of smaller hills leading you to the top of that mountain. So, how do we create this guide? First, break down your goal into smaller, manageable tasks. Let's say your goal is to learn a new language. Instead of the mammoth task of learn Spanish, break it down into learn 50 new Spanish words a week, or practice Spanish conversation for 15 minutes a day. These smaller tasks are like the footholds on your mountain climb, each one bringing you closer to the peak. Next, it's crucial to sequence these tasks in a logical order. You wouldn't want to start speaking Spanish fluently before understanding the basic grammar, right? So, arrange your tasks in a way that each task builds upon the previous one, creating a ladder of progress towards your goal. Once you have these tasks laid out, assign deadlines to each of them. Deadlines create a sense of urgency and keep you motivated. However, be realistic. Don't set yourself up for failure by assigning unachievable timelines. Now you have your action plan. But remember, a plan is only as good as its execution. This is where consistency and commitment come into play. Consistency is about showing up every day, even when you don't feel like it. Commitment is about sticking to your plan, even when the going gets tough. Together, they are the fuel that keeps your goal journey moving forward. So review your action plan daily. Check off completed tasks, celebrate small victories, learn from setbacks, and most importantly, stay committed to your journey. In the end, remember that an action plan is not set in stone. It's flexible. Adjust it as you progress, as you learn more about your capabilities, and as circumstances change. An action plan is your roadmap to achieving your goals. It's a journey of 1,000 steps, and with each step, you're not just moving closer to your goal, but also growing as an individual. So, start planning, start doing, and keep moving forward. The final step in self-development is continuous learning and adaptation. As we journey through life, we are constantly evolving, and so too should our skills and knowledge. In a world where change is the only constant, remaining static is not an option. Embracing continuous learning and adaptation is therefore not just an option, but a necessity for personal growth and self-development. Imagine your mind as a garden. Nurturing it with new skills and knowledge is akin to watering the plants, helping them to grow, blossom, and bear fruit. But just as a gardener must adapt to changing seasons and weather conditions, so too must we adapt in the face of obstacles or changes. Flexibility and adaptability are the cornerstones of continuous learning. They allow us to adjust our sails when the winds of change blow in a different direction. When our plans hit a roadblock or when things don't go according to plan, it's our ability to adapt that helps us find an alternate route to our destination. But how do we adapt? We adapt by incorporating feedback and learning from our failures. Feedback, whether positive or negative, provides valuable insights that can help us refine our strategies and improve our performance. And failures, though often feared, are actually our greatest teachers. Each failure is an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to become better. Embracing continuous learning and adaptation doesn't mean constantly pushing for perfection. Rather, it's about striving for improvement, no matter how small. It's about recognizing that every day presents new opportunities to learn and grow. And it's about understanding that every step, every stumble, and every success is a part of the journey. So don't be afraid of change, embrace it, learn from it, adapt to it. Because in the grand scheme of self-development, continuous learning and adaptation are the keys to unlocking your full potential. Remember, self-development is a lifelong journey, not a destination.